Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today is Eden Day, and the first thing I want to do... Okay, so I just missed it. I didn't even notice that the Keeper had the wrong sprite on the first. Anyway, it's Eden Day. So, the video a few days ago, apparently the microphone was super messed up. I want to address that and say there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. There's no way to prevent it if it wants to happen, as the cause of it is simply OBS being broken at that one moment in time or something, because I don't do anything differently. Microphone's always plugged in, same microphone, same settings. I don't allow anything to mess with those settings. I don't allow exclusive mode or any of that. And anything being off, like the robot thing, is not a predictable issue. I have absolutely no way of preventing it or knowing it's happening until afterward when the video is already messed up. So sorry it happened, sorry if it ever happens again. I got nothing for you. That's really just the unfortunate way of things. Anyway, Razor Blade is not going to be very useful for this run, sadly. But, wow, I actually made that. Speed up is a good start. My damage might be okay. My fire rate's not that great, but that's not a huge deal. I'm actually going to swap trinkets here. So every time I pick up a coin, there's a 50% chance for a bomb drop to accompany it, which is cool. And then I got sticky bombs, which my bombs will stick to enemies, and if they kill that enemy, then it gives you a few spiders, which do 2.5 times your damage. It's actually quite strong. So of course, it makes me want to stick enemies with bombs, and I want those enemies to die, because then I actually get spiders. So it's easier in that case to stick weaker enemies and either hope that they also hit stronger enemies, or just accept that you're getting a kill at least and you're fine. Okay. Let's check out in here. Nice, got some keys. I like it. So we got a tears and shot speed up, like it said, which is good things. Awesome, starting off with a lot of keys. I like it. A beggar. Yeah, I can carry a beggar around for the rest of the entire run. Why not? I'm into that. Oh, it didn't blow up yet, man. So I pushed it towards some poops so that it had a chance to get me some drops faster than I could shoot those poops myself. But that was a pretty solid first floor. I'm pleased with what I got out of it. And I spawned next to the item room. That's pretty nice. 0.6 speed up, so I'm already hyper fast. A little too fast, but what are you going to do? So 0.6 speed up, and then some amount of range up and some amount of shot height up. It's a good item, though. And my fire rate is so much better now that I feel like I'm in a good place already. Of course, Razor Blade costing me 1 red heart means I would lose soul hearts right now to use it at all, and that's just not worth it. No thank you. Gotta be careful here. Why do I have a tail? I guess I can blame the sticky bombs or something for that. I have a lot of keys. That turned out not worth it. 5 more bombs. My bombs now poison enemies for damage over time. So we're gonna have a bomb strong run, I guess. And I'm cool with that. That was close. That was very close. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. And I even was trying to leave immediately so that it wouldn't. But what are you gonna do? No way of knowing when it's gonna happen, where it's gonna shoot. Could have just as easily not hit me as hit me there. Sadly, since it didn't stick to the enemy, I don't get spiders for it, but it killed it, so that's what I care about more. It's not going to do anything for me, of course. That will, though. And that's all stats up like it says. And then an item I can actually use, so I'll keep it. It's fine. Gives me 2 to 4 kamikaze flies usable every room. And I'm totally down with that. And it's 1/3 becoming guppy, which is a rare enough occurrence that I'm happy to go for it every time it presents itself as an option. Not really worth going to the shop or anything, but seeing the rest of the floor sounds like a good strat to me, since I'm quick. Shop, or secret room. I don't really know where I think it is. I'm hoping it's here or here. And next to the curse room, of course I could have saved the health. 5 cents there. I was hoping that I placed it in such a way that I could actually reach the machine as well, but since I didn't, that's too bad. I will just buy the soul heart. I don't feel the need to... Well, I'll bomb this dude, but I don't feel the need to bomb for an item. I like leaving my machine untouched if possible. The donation machine, that is. Alright. Onward. Oh, this is unpleasant. All these guys are jerks. Since I'm so fast, that stupid dodge worked just fine, because it was so much faster than everything else. Of course. So much faster than the tears. Okay, good stuff. Making good progress. I'm going to want a lot of bombs, though, this run, and I do not currently have said bombs. I have a couple. There we go. So the poison does count for killing them with the bomb. Apparently, even if the bomb doesn't stick to them. So that means that if I can get a group of enemies and poison them all with one bomb, I can get a lot of spiders. So I like the way this is unfolding. There's a lot of potential, especially since I never use bombs, and I like the idea of getting to. Alright, thank you, friend. Oh, alright. Beautiful, I would say, is what that is. Monster's Lung, of course, gives me this spread shot business. It does so much damage. And I never see it, so it's even more exciting when it does show up. So I'm quite excited. As you could probably tell by the strange noise that came out of my face. Thank you. Trying to grab it, it's just too difficult. Wow. I'm not going to talk about that dodge. You didn't see anything. I do want me a nice blue map. Shows me both secret room locations. And that is quite useful. That means I never have to guess. I didn't press E again on purpose. I don't want that, actually. That's just an accidental pickup. This is invincibility. And this is me leaving. 30 seconds of invincibility as well, which is a lot. It's good. But it's not what I'm here for. My charge is pretty good for this, too. And of course, since all of the tiers are really good, and you do a bunch of damage, my damage feels pretty way better than it already was. Good feeling. And it always does that. It always makes your damage feel spectacular compared to where it was. Because you just get so many tiers that are either more or the same damage as before, and that turns into a lot. Alright, time to try and push this thing so that I can get it for free. Ooh, that was a really good one too. And then this one. I'm so fast that it's actually difficult to push this right now. That was also really good. Dang. Nice luck right there. So this Gertie can't shoot. Which means I'm just gonna stick the bomb to things in hopes of some spiders just instantly hitting that I'll not really get to know for sure. But the fight went fine. Range up is good for Monstro's Lung, and neither of these Devil Room items is worth anything. But that's okay, because I'm in quite good shape already. And we're good to go. We got both secret rooms, we did all the stuff. I didn't want to buy the other item in the shop. I'm living the happy life. Yeah, sure. Got 2 keys to spare easily. Not a problem. Oh, that was close. That was unfortunate, but totally avoidable. As was that. It's okay, I just wanted my Black Heart ready to activate, obviously. Alright. I don't want Bob's Brain. And I would like to be able to go into that curse room, but it's not really worth it when I'd be losing a Black Heart. Since I can't really escape the bombs, I shall embrace the bombs. Well, I messed up on the Bone Dude, which is really, they're tough, so it's fine, I guess. But I got past the hard part of the room already, and then messed up, which sucked. We're gonna be fine, though. I'm surprised these aren't killing. Even the small tiers seem to do a ton of damage. It's kind of like the real Monstro fight, huh? Second syringe, speed and shot speed up like it said. I was probably already at max speed, but the shot speed means that I can hit more stuff with my Monstro's Lung, so that's good. I was getting hit there regardless, but I got really trapped, and I wanted to avoid it, but unfortunately not quite enough tiers had hit for it to die before it got to me within my range. Because either I was going to kill it, or the flies were going to kill it next to me, so that was just a trapped situation, pretty much. Okay, so I can bomb into whatever that other key room is, which I guess was a library or something. Or it was a double bomb or double key room. I don't know, I ignored it for some reason. Or didn't notice it, I guess. It's possible. I have a lot more bombs than keys, though, so I'll go do that. Unfortunately, we lost our shop to greed. Maybe we'll find the River of Greed, though. That'd be useful. Don't need that. Alright, fight the boss. I'm gonna skip Little Chad, because I want a better first familiar, ideally. Chance that any tier that hits me doesn't damage me, and doesn't count as me getting hit. Really good. Okay. I guess it's just a library. Oh, no, it was a double key room. Unlimited bombs and unlimited keys for the floor. Only slightly late. That's alright. I like how I still didn't pay attention to what kind of door it was when I went past it, because I knew I was bombing it anyway. That was good. But yeah, just in time to not use either bombs or keys. So, you know, that's cool. I'm gonna drink some water. Alright, so we're not making good time. Unfortunately, probably not making boss rush. Plus side is, we're in really good shape anyway. So that's why it's no big deal. Alright. Thought for a second there was one more and I just didn't know it yet. Alright, none of those are duplicates, so I won't even try them. Unlimited bombs for the floor, cool. See, these unlimited bomb pickups would be so much more useful if I didn't know where the secret rooms were. Or if I actually had setups to use bombs more on the enemies. Alright, I will take an item from you. There we go. Alright, well, I don't want that, but I get it out of the pools it's in. So that's valuable for something. Ouch. I should have been hit there. Oh, I was. Okay, everything's fine. I missed. Good thing that my fly buddies are on top of things. I was a little too far forward. Tried to back off, but fast as I am, still had to cancel out my forward momentum. So I got a quarter, 25 more cents that I don't really need. That's okay. I'll find a use for it somehow. I probably won't actually, but I'll try. Health up and 0.3 damage up. Oh, luck up. And it gave me 2 bombs. Maybe there were 2 cents there, and they just hadn't split up. I don't think that was possible in that situation, but, you know. Wow. Didn't finish charging. Oh, you went the wrong way. You were supposed to be aggroed on me by then. I actually don't know why that spider went that direction. It should have gone completely differently. So I guess a lucky penny can just give you 2 bombs, which is kind of cool. The pills are on this floor, unfortunately. Means I have no excuse to not mess with them. Alright, that one's good. Here, you can have all of the money you want. I have a ton. Can't get stuck behind it adequately. There you go. Alright, come on, man. Good job. Alright, so that one's good. And there's a third one of those. Alright, that's no big deal. Could have been worse. He says that for a long time, that's for sure. Alright, so I am become tiny. Balls of steel, fantastic. 48-hour energy. Let's Speed down. I don't actually mind the speed down. I'm so fast already. Like, look at this. I'm still going at light speed. I'm also tiny, which is useful because that does affect hitbox size. So it's going to be harder for enemies to hit me. But last time I became this tiny, I actually had a ton of difficulty not being dead. It actually makes dodging for me really, really hard, and I don't know why. Because you'd think that it'd be way easier. For me, it's apparently not. So this is probably the best pill rotation I've had, practically, from checking in this style. Pretty much since Afterbirth came out and made pills bad. You're bound to get lucky once in a while. Or, well, maybe not the best rotation, but the best, like, single timing pill luck. That would be my third syringe, but I don't know if I want to take the chance. Because it always screws me over, and I just got really lucky on pills, which also always screw me over, so I can't possibly be lucky on both fronts, can I? I'm still going to do it, though. Don't even, you know. Randomly raises or lowers each of my stats. And Spun gives me a speed up and 2 damage up. Not going to try that pill. I don't need to know. Alright. So Lump of Coal increases the size and damage of my tears based on the distance they've traveled. Secret room's not here, so I can just go in. Screw you, buddy. Thank you for giving me my keys back. I'm having a lot of trouble grabbing things, that's for sure. The pickups are bigger than I am. So I don't really know if it raised my fire rate or damage or lowered them or what. It being experimental treatment. But I'm not too worried about it. I should be fine. I want to get those keys, but I'm also not going to take the damage required to most likely get them in my state. Because I mess up that movement a lot now. I don't need them, I just want them, you know? Oh, I dropped the thing. I think it lowered my fire rate. But I don't think there's any way I can tell about my damage at all. And range probably went up, but I'm not certain. I already jammed the machine, so I don't need that. That's good stuff. The poop. Thanks, video game. I needed the poop. Unlimited keys, kind of on time for once. BFFs increases the size and doubles the damage of my familiars. That's not going to be too useful, but that's no big deal. That was a pill that I know, and it's 48-hour energy, sure. This is a poor man's guppy. Which I'm totally okay with. I have unlimited keys, so it doesn't hurt. And then I have a bunch of these. Full map for the floor. I will go to that curse room. One time D6, bunch of invincibility, and all rocks for the room destroyed. Take this to the curse room. What I could do is use the beggar in said curse room and then re-roll the item with the per throw. Be pretty sick. Get me a nice curse room item, which is pretty much just a devil room item. But I think I'm okay. But I will be keeping this instead because this gets me more items than the one item that I get for a beggar by taking it to the chest and blowing it up, getting a random item room item. So I will pay off this beggar here. Is that a demon beggar? It is. Wow. Alright, I'll get one payout from you. And I'm alright. Actually, I have 2 things of invincibility, so there's always that. I did want to get to half a heart, though. That was intentional. So now I'm just waiting for that. 1 damage up, some amount of range up. And I'll be on my way. Half a heart, of course, helpful for Polaroid invincibility. Which, since I have this Perthrow, I will be taking. No Devil Room, really. That's surprising. It's not a big deal, though. Good job. Figured I'd let them handle it. So if you want to find the boss quickly, head towards the top secret room. That's usually, not always, but almost always, the correct way. So keep that in mind, and you'll be finding bosses like a pro in no time. Oh my god, my charge time. I need more tears. Experimental treatment, how could you do this to me? Thank you, friend. Ah, thank you again, friend. Yeah, okay. This gives me random mushroom effects. Well, a chance for them. Including the compass, which is pretty useful. I like Key Profit. No longer will I be getting bombs randomly, remember? It's okay because I didn't use them anyway. I just can't make myself use bombs offensively because it's just not faster most of the time. And I don't need the spiders, much as I like them. Oh, god dang it. I forgot I had unfilled red hearts that I needed to keep unfilled. It's because I can't see my health, obviously. Can I slip through this yet? No, I'm not quite small enough. I think you do get to slip through that kind of thing when you're small enough. Pretty cool. Goodbye. Alright, push you a tiny bit. Bomb you both. Couple soul hearts. Good item here that I'm not going to use, but I pick it up so it doesn't show up again. And I saw the boss was apparently right here, which is completely unpredictable. So good thing it showed me, otherwise I'd have never found it until the very end of this floor. But this one I wouldn't have felt bad about because this one is completely weird. I don't have flight, and I get a tiny cute little horse. I don't need the flies that much. I do need the flight, and I'm not getting guppy pieces, so seems relatively good to take this instead. Now that won't get me to a half heart interval in this game, so I need to not do that unless I pick up a half heart. Instead it just immediately takes the soul heart, instead of taking half and half like it did in the original. Oops, I'm so used to pressing space every room, just didn't even think about it. So that's this use item's effect. Invincible charge that does some damage, and then beams of light that do a lot of damage if they hit anything. And they're somewhat targeted. And there's the tinted rock. Excellent. 1 damage up, 0.2 tears up if I get something that modifies my tears, and 0.2 speed down if I get something that modifies my speed. Those pickups have to be after picking up that item, of course. Okay. Getting at them slowly. Or quickly. Not worried about being able to use this item, so, or not being able to use this item at any point in time, so I just take that right away. Free to enter the curse room. Costs to leave, but that's okay. I gained health out of things. See, look at that. Go to the top secret room, and it's always there, almost. sometimes I just don't follow my own advice even when it's good. Just because when I give it and follow it, it doesn't work. And I look dumb. Okay, so it's not quite going to be here. It's going to be to the left probably. But I do want to make a stop at the top secret room anyway. I missed. Charge rate, man. And I can't even see that I'm charged, so I don't get any of that useful feedback from the video game. Okay. Yeah. Luck up, see? I knew. I just knew it. That was a good stutter there. Oh, look at that damage. And it still didn't skip this phase. It skipped one of them, but didn't prevent it from going up at all. Guaranteed double room. With nothing to spend health on. What are the odds? Sure? No thanks, though. I don't have the range for Hush. That's the problem right now. Guess I'll go for it anyway. Hey, there you go. Wow, don't need these. I want to pick that up so it doesn't show up in the item room, though. Actually, that's right. Wow, as tempting as it is, I have to take Serpent's Kiss instead. Gives me poison on stuff. Which... Ah, good call, man. That's the full visible map like it says. Doesn't give me identities of rooms. But that's cool. Could reroll there, but I'm not going to. Anyway, Serpent's Kiss. Contact poison, among other things. Chance to shoot a poison tier. If an enemy that's been poisoned dies, it can drop a black heart. Good stuff. So I'm tiny. I should be able to slip through tier gaps pretty reasonably well. Yeah, I didn't think those would be able to hit very hard. That damage scaling, man, it's too much. So I need to wait a lot between shots, but then I maximize damage, so it'll be worth it. So if I give it like 3, 4, 5 seconds, I'll get a lot more damage out of the hits that I do get. Look how beautiful that was. So Serpent's Kiss has an absurdly way too high chance of activating. Definitely not imbalanced at all. But of course I also have the double damage on familiars, which, as you can see, turns the Sacrificial Dagger into a carry dagger. Not that it wasn't already a carry dagger. It's just way more carry because it does 30 damage per hit, which is totally stupid. I would really appreciate a few less flies in my life right about now. I don't know if maybe that's just me. Screw it. Figure I'll see more of those. Oh, I have this attack. I don't get this attack often anymore. Normally when I fight Hush, it's just like no big deal. This is not a great Hush build. Heard a Blackheart, so that's good. Got an extra one, so that was a pretty bad shot. Again, had an extra one. Why not? Oops. Hush is blocking the other one. somewhat unfortunately. That should have hit me. I'm not complaining, though. See, I do hit good and hard when I get a full hit. See, it's way too good. Serpent's Kiss is so broken. If possible, I do want to save that, of course. Alright. Guess I'll stand here in this safe spot. This attack is never my friend. It's cool, though. Oh, I had all the trust and it paid off. Ah. I missed. It is really hard to grab stuff when you're this tiny. Just kind of as one might expect, even. Being tiny makes things a little difficult sometimes. Screw it. I have so much health generation that it's just not even slightly scary to do that. See, look, it's back. Look, I got a new one. And Hush dropped one. What a guy. Isn't that just swell? I think that's just swell. And I have all this mapping, so I know where I'm going. And then I got the compass effect, so now I have a full map. That's a nice effect, isn't it? Because as long as you have that part of the map visible, a compass effect will stay, even if it's not a permanent compass effect. Which there's only one of those that isn't permanent. But it's cool. So I achieved victory there over the game. Then I can check out this top secret room. Absolutely just gonna tank into Isaac. And I'm that fast, that was no problem. I tanked a lot of tears there at only one hit. That's pretty good. Alright, so I have a reroll. Wow. So this gives me the bomb. It gives me 8 more explosions on my bombs. 2 in each direction, each main direction. And they all have my bomb effects. 2020 gives me double tears, but it won't matter with Monstro's Lung, sadly. I forgot I had Monstro's Lung for a second when I saw it because I was just so excited to see it. And then those 2 items are really good and I don't need them. So I will take this though. Tech point 5. Chance, as long as I'm holding in a direction, to shoot a laser in that direction. Full damage. But yeah, both of those items that I just rerolled were really good. Don't you worry. And I should check the pill bottle, because technically it could give me like balls of steel or something I want. Since I did check my pills this run. That probably saved me a little bit of time, technically. I'm so small, I fit in that space, wow. Oh, thank you. That's why I'm not scared about, like, not taking Holy Mantle or Dry Baby or both. GB Bug bounces around the room, gives enemies random status effects, and if it comes into contact with a pickup, it has a chance to re-roll it, like the D20. Little Haunt attacks enemies for minor damage, but also can fear them. Thank you, friend. Ew. Not even gonna worry about that. Fire rate delay -1. Chance to shoot a fear shot. And enough to get me to the mom transformation, which has a knife trail behind me. Full damage and all that. That takes me to a room that I have not yet been to, including the devil room and like secret rooms and all of the special stuff, and finally the error room. But now there is no error room on the chest, so that has no value at this point in the game. Unfilled health up, 0.3 damage up. I didn't press up at all, but that's okay, because it doesn't really matter. And we ended full health. Don't you love it? I like it. That was a fun run. That was cool stuff. Oh, boy. All right, then. That's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope the audio didn't break again. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.